Hello friends, how are you? Shall we start our class today? So let's go. The garden walls couldn't hold her tonight. Mia lifted the hem of her emerald gown, the silk whispering against her ankles as she slipped through the servants' passage. Moonlight painted the rose bushes silver, and for the first time all week she breathed freely. "Lost, my lady?" She spun toward the voice. A young knight leaned against an oak tree, his leather armor creaking as he straightened. The torchlight caught his smile, warm as summer wine. "Perhaps I am," Mia lied, tilting her chin up. "Are you going to arrest me, sir?" "Romeo. And only if you're a thief." His eyes sparkled. "Though you have stolen something already." "What's that?" "My peace." He stepped closer, and Mia noticed how the moonlight loved his face. "I haven't stopped thinking about you since the harvest feast." Her cheeks burned. She remembered, too, how he'd caught her when she tripped dancing, how his hands had lingered at her waist. "Do you always rescue stray nobles?" "Only the pretty ones." His thumb brushed a fallen petal from her sleeve. The touch sent sparks up her arm. "My lady." Her maid's shrill whisper cut between them. "Your father is asking for you, he knows you're gone." Romeo's smile faded as she pulled away. "You'll forget me by dawn," he said. But as Mia fled through the shadows, she knew she wouldn't. Couldn't. Mia's slippers barely made a sound as she rushed back to her chambers, but her father's voice boomed through the oak doors before she could turn the handle. Inside. Now. Her stomach dropped. Lord Everard stood by the fireplace, his shadow stretching across the stone floor like a threat. The flames reflected in his cold, calculating eyes. "You will marry Prince Francis in 3 days' time." Mia's breath hitched. "Father, It's done." He didn't even look at her. "The contracts are signed. He will be king within the year, and you will be his queen." Her hands trembled. "But I don't love him." Lord Everard finally turned, his lips curling in a humorless smile. "Love? Love is for peasants. For tavern wenches and farm boys. You are a noblewoman. Your duty is power." A knock at the door interrupted them. When it opened, Mia's heart stopped. Romeo stood there, clad in royal guard armor, his face unreadable. "Ah, perfect," her father said. "Your new personal guard. He'll ensure you don't embarrass us before the wedding." Romeo's jaw tightened, but he said nothing. As her father swept out, Mia met Romeo's gaze, his eyes burned with something fierce. "I'll protect you," he whispered. "But from whom?" The cathedral bells tolled like a death knell as Mia walked down the aisle, her ivory gown heavy with pearls and unspoken rebellion. At the altar, Prince Francis waited, his golden circlet gleaming. Handsome. Polite. Empty. "You look adequate." His smile didn't reach his eyes as he took her hand. Across the dais, Romeo stood rigid in his guard's armor, his gaze a brand on her skin. She focused on his boots, "Don't look up, don't cry," until the priest pronounced them wed. The feast was a blur of hollow laughter. Francis drank deeply, ignoring her. When a servant spilled wine, Mia seized her chance. "I need air." she fled to the balcony and crashed into Romeo. "You shouldn't be here," he rasped, but his hands caught her waist. The night smelled of his leather and her jasmine perfume. "I hate him." Her whisper trembled. Romeo's thumb brushed her wedding ring. "Meet me at midnight. The old chapel." He pressed a note into her palm and vanished. Back at the table, Francis watched her over his goblet. "Enjoying your wedding, wife?" The note burned in her bodice. Midnight's chill bit through Mia's thin nightdress as she slipped through the abandoned chapel's crumbling archway. Moonlight bled through broken stained glass, painting Romeo in fractured colors when he stepped from the shadows. "You came." His voice was rough with disbelief. "I couldn't stay away." Her breath fogged between them. When his calloused fingers traced her cheek, the dam broke. Their first kiss tasted of stolen wine and desperation, Romeo backing her against the cold stone wall as she fisted his tunic. "This is madness," Mia gasped between kisses. "Then let me be mad." His lips trailed down her throat, igniting fires no proper lady should name. They didn't hear the creak of the door. "How touching." Francis's voice sliced through the dark. Mia froze, but Romeo shoved her behind him as the prince strolled forward, torchlight revealing his smirk. "I was hoping you'd do something this stupid." He flicked open a dagger. "Treason's punishable by death, little brother." Romeo's sword hissed free. "Run, Mia." But Francis laughed. "Oh no. She'll watch this." The chapel's torchlight flickered across Francis's smug face as he twirled his dagger. "Did you really think I didn't know?" His laugh echoed coldly. "I needed proof of treason to remove my obstacles." Mia's blood turned to ice. "You used me as bait." "Clever girl." Francis nodded to the guards emerging from shadows. "Take the traitor. The execution will be at dawn." Romeo's sword clattered to the stones as 4 men seized him. "Mia!" A guard backhanded him across the mouth. Blood splattered the chapel floor. "Stop!" Mia threw herself at Francis's feet. "Please, I'll do anything." Francis crouched, gripping her chin. "Anything." His thumb smeared her tears. "Then watch him die tomorrow. That's my mercy." As they dragged Romeo away, his voice tore through her. "Don't watch. Look away, my love." The chapel doors boomed shut, leaving Mia alone with Francis's whisper. "Wives should be obedient." "You'll learn." Her trembling fingers found the hidden vial in her sleeve, the poison she'd carried since the wedding. Tonight the king would dine with death. The banquet hall roared with drunken laughter as Mia adjusted the ruby necklace Francis had demanded she wear. Her fingers brushed the hidden poison vial one last time. "To my beautiful bride." Francis raised his goblet, the wine dark as blood. The court cheered. Mia smiled, lifting her own cup, the one she'd poisoned when the servants weren't looking. "To my king." Their glasses clinked. Francis drank deeply. She waited. 3 breaths. 5. Then, "What's happening?" Francis clutched his throat, veins bulging black beneath his skin. Chaos erupted. Mia stood slowly as her husband collapsed, his crown rolling across the floor. "Murderer!" a noble screamed. "No." Mia's voice cut through the noise. "Justice." She turned to the horrified crowd. "He planned to execute an innocent man at dawn. Now he'll meet his maker first." Her knees buckled as the poison burned through her too. Strong arms caught her, Romeo freed by the chaos. "Why?" His tears fell on her face. She touched his cheek. "Rule better than he did." The last thing she saw was the dawn breaking through the stained glass, painted in colors more beautiful than any crown. The people crowned Romeo king that same day. He ruled with mercy, with wisdom, with Mia's name etched into every law that lifted the poor, every judgment that favored justice over cruelty. On the anniversary of her death, he knelt at her grave, leaving not a crown but wildflowers. "You were my only queen." And in the silence that followed, the wind carried his words away, like a secret, like a promise, like the ending of a story that had only just begun. It's great to see you here. Tell me in the comments what you thought of the story and what level of difficulty it was for you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell so you don't miss new stories, and like if you liked it. I'll see you next time. Bye.